What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're going to love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
On my screen.
I started with 5.
I saw 6.
Why would you have a 6-second countdown?
I don't
That
know.
doesn't make sense.
Don't look at me. You know what it was? It didn't say 1 for me. It just said 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then it was recording. So that's probably why.
I saw 5 to 1.
Interesting. What differences between the desktop app and the browser?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 just doesn't make sense. Like, if you think about it, like, when someone's, like, actually, like, doing a TV show, why are you going to go like this when you can just do one hand?
It doesn't... Yeah, you're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're good.
Why did my Siri just turn on? I didn't say anything close to...
Should probably misheard you. I just clapped for the first time, and I'm calling this out because I was driving home today listening to our last week's episode, just to, like, see if there were things that was annoying or how our audio was and whatnot. And I counted, in the intro itself, I clapped 6 times.
Did you?
So...
You're not going to clap anymore?
I'm not going to clap today. Honestly, I think I should do the intro just like this. So, like, I
hands
don't...
up in the air.
Like, hands up in the air. All right.
Well, did you see what Terry posted? I tagged you in it yesterday.
Yes,
Riverside,
I did see...
Well, Riverside also posted they were sending people like a year in review, but they literally were sending videos of how many times you said
yes.
Yeah.
I was cracking up at Terry's. It was great.
I was like, I feel like we haven't been using Riverside for long, but I feel like we could easily have our own 5-minute video of how many times we say different things. But
no, it could definitely be that.
Yeah.
There's one right there. Well, on that intro, God, hello everyone. Welcome. There's number 2 right there. Jesus God Almighty. Hands up.
Clap.
Hands up. I'm gonna do the intro like this. Welcome everyone to Underground Circuit. This is episode number 138, I believe.
Oh, you're definitely
I don't have the notes like right up in front of me.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. 138 of the Underground Circuit podcast. Thank you for joining us tonight. As always, my name is Owen. This is my sister Casey, and we are brother and sister based out of Philadelphia, and we fell in love with Formula One about 3-4 years ago and have not looked back since, and this is what the show is about. I always like to do a little reintroduction every couple episodes, just in case there's new friends joining us. But as always, thank you again for joining us. Make sure to give us a like and a follow and a subscribe on all of our social media platforms, including where you watch this show and where you listen to this show too, on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you do your listening. And make sure to go follow us over on our social medias. It is Underground Circuit _ for Instagram and Threads. It is UG Circuit Pod over on X, and it is Underground _ Circuit over on TikTok. If you are looking at anything with our name in your view, the title of our show in our view, our social medias are spelled exactly the same way that the name of our show is spelled. There's a bug flying right behind me. That's going to bother me.
I can't see it.
But, again, thank you. That was clap number 3.
I was saying you off the clap.
We're off to a better start than last week, all right?
Last week was a fiasco.
I was driving home today, listening to last week's episode, and I was, like, yelling at myself. I'm like, stop fucking clapping. Like, enough. It was so annoying to listen to. Just like every couple seconds you would hear it in the background. It's like, dude, stop it. But, as always, jumping right into it, we actually don't have... See, I'm going back into, like, script and everything. We don't have memes of the week this week. The F1 world is kind of coming down from the season ending and just being kind of wrapped up and done. So this episode will definitely be a shorter episode. I know we said that before, and I know that we love to yap and just keep going and going and going and going. But this one will be a shorter episode.
This one's going to be short.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, no memes, no pints and pit stops as there were no race.
It's
News.
just weekly news.
It's just weekly news. It's literally just an informational episode for everybody today. So that's all.
Which we won't keep it like we're reading off of a script, but the first piece of news is we woke up to it as American F1 fans. It broke overnight that Portugal is coming back onto the calendar for 2027 and 2028. It will take the spot of Zandvoort, which is obviously going this year is the last year for Zandvoort, sadly. But yeah, Portugal's back. There's been some fun races there. I know people went back and watched, I think, 2021. That's Carlos led Portugal that year in the McLaren. He was like the only, I think he's like, it was like a very rare sight for obviously for the McLaren to be leading that back then.
Right.
Yeah, so it's back. I think there's mixed reviews because it's primarily a MotoGP track, so obviously there might not be a lot of chances for overtaking, but again, the cars are going to be a little bit smaller, so maybe there will be some chances for overtaking, but we'll see. I'm excited to see a different track. I'm excited for a new track. Well, it's not new. I'm excited for a track to come back, but it's not a street circuit, if that makes sense. Like, it's a legit, traditional race track.
It's road course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about it. Like you said, it's not a new track, but it is a new track to us.
Yeah.
Which I really like. And it's always cool just to see because like when that race weekend rolls around too, because it's the first race in there in a while, that they'll be rolling clips and talking about stuff the last time they raced in Portugal. And I always love when they do that at tracks because it's like it's an opportunity for us and to learn more history about the sport, which obviously we're newer-ish fans, so it's like any chance we get to do that, I'm all in for. I love it.
Yeah, last time it was raced was during the COVID era, so both races were also won by Lewis Hamilton. So yeah, it'll be fun. But yeah, this year it's obviously, or in 2 years it's taking the place of Zandvoort. But yeah, that'll be exciting.
Which I saw today. Go ahead.
No, I saw today someone was like, the Lando PR is working overtime because that's where his girlfriend's from. So people were like, Lando has another home race. I was like, I'm pretty sure Pierre's girlfriend's also kind of from Portugal as well. So he also has another home race. But yeah, I was like, the Lando PR, man, is out of control.
Out of control right now. Gotta stop it and shut it down.
Gotta stop him.
I saw a couple people on Threads. I was on Threads very briefly today, but I saw a couple people on Threads comparing it to Zandvoort, actually, saying that it is kind of like Zandvoort. So I'm excited to see that. Like I said, I want to look like more into it and see, but it'd be kind of cool. You know, I love Zandvoort, so I am bummed about that leaving. But if there's a track that can kind of bring the same feelings and racing and kind of racing as Zandvoort, I'm in. I like it. Yeah.
Someone did reply, because I asked people how they felt about it, and someone said it's better than Zandvoort as a racetrack. The elevation changes also make it interesting, but will overtaking be easily? And then it says, I'm not sure, it depends on how bad the dirty air is in 2026 and 2027, which is very good. That's a fair point. Yeah, it's a very fair point. But yeah, I mean, I forget who posted who was watching someone was watching an old race, and it was like a shot from, like one of those classic shots they have of the cars on the grid before the race starts, like from from turn one or whatever. And you see the elevation change off the start finish, you can tell in the picture.
It's crazy.
It immediately goes downhill. Like, you can tell immediately how fast they will, obviously not like a drastic drop off, but it's enough to see that you can tell it's a hill going down.
Yeah.
I'll just send it to you afterwards, but yeah.
Yeah, please send me that, because that's exciting. Yeah. I mean, that reminds me of, the elevation change at Spa, you know? And it's like, everybody loves that, so I wonder if this start, finish straight kind of dip is going to be just as popular, Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see. But yeah. Moving on, we also know Audi has revealed, they revealed their full team name, and then they revealed when they will be having their 2026 launch. It'll be in Berlin on January 20th, so that'll be fun. And then, this says Audi will launch its 2026 campaign in Berlin on January 20th with an exclusive launch described as an immersive experience, which will be followed by a public opening on January 21st. That's cool. So are they going to have obviously a media kind of launch on the 20th and then kind of making an exhibit on the following day? That'll be fun. But their full team name is going to be Audi. Is it Revolt or Revolut?
I think it's Revolut.
Revolut F1 team is what they're going to be known as. It's a British financial technology company. So they have their title partner, which we all knew that was coming. But yeah, I know there was people immediately being like, wait, so what we saw a few weeks ago wasn't their livery? And I was like, no, that was their concept livery. We just saw what the colors would be. I knew people were going to get confused with that, but it will be...
Which is, to me, it's understandable that we got a little confused. We had everybody posting those pictures and being like, here's a livery and blah, 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 and everything. And so I understand it. I get it. But, yeah, I think, like I said, I think their livery is going to be more kind of in line with their other cars. Like we talked about the rally car, how it's that kind of technological camo is the best way I can describe it. I think it's going to be something like that, but yeah, I'm excited about it. I really think this livery with the colors and like I said, I think it's going to look good. It might hold top. It's an early contender for top spot for me. Yeah. That's what I'll say.
It'll be fun. Sauber posted a saying goodbye to the Sauber name, and it was a picture, and it had faces from everyone that's been on their team. They've had some. Obviously, they've had Charles Leclerc, rookie year, was on Alfa Romeo or Sauber. Seb was there. Kimi Räikkönen was there. Italian Jesus was there. They've had some iconic names with that team. But that was a side note. Before we go into some IndyCar news, we want to talk about the FIA awards. But before that, today F1 posted a video. The F1 drivers reacted to their own 2025 season predictions. They had them write them down at the beginning of the season, put them in an envelope. It's obviously funny. Carlos predicted he would be on the podium. A lot of people predicted Ferrari would be world champs. Pierre was like, I'm sorry to the Ferrari fans, but I put Ferrari as world champion.
Yeah. Well, so did I. I was like, that's it. This is their year. Yeah.
George put the Red Bull would not be Constructors champion, and people were like, George is the number one Red Bull hater. The best one, I think, the creepiest one, might be Ollie. So I don't know what the actual question is. I have to go back and watch a full video. But he predicted he would finish P4 in Mexico. And he goes, I actually predicted I finished P4 in Mexico. That's crazy. Because he finished P4 in Mexico.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I was like, golly, can you predict the lottery numbers next? Or teach me your manifestation skills? But yeah, I want to go back and watch the video again and watch it quickly at work. But there's that one. The rookie one they posted was good too. I don't know if you got to Laura Winters did another interview with the rookies, but they looked back at part of their interview from before the season.
Yes,
that one was good. And hearing them talk about Max and how they view Max as the rookie, that one that protects the rookie. But yes, FIA Awards was last Friday. It's always an interesting time to watch the FIA Awards. It's always a little awkward. You don't really know what you're going to get. You don't know how it's going to be run. Beautiful venue. I liked this year that they had all the championship winning cars up on the stage. And specifically when McLaren won, when they announced McLaren for the constructors and gave them their trophy, all the other cars kind of went a little dark, and there was only a spotlight on the McLaren, which I thought
that's cool. That's a very cool touch. Yeah.
It's obviously the first chance we get to see Lando with the World Championship trophy. I do wish, especially now that Abu Dhabi changed the podium and it's over the fans, I do wish they could give the trophy at the last race of the season. I just think the scenes would be, or whenever a driver wins it, I wish they could give it to him at that race. But they don't. Right. They make them wait until the prize-giving gala. So, first pictures of Lando. We obviously all saw the clip of MBS messing up Lando's head and being weird and a control freak.
Yeah.
Which doesn't surprise anyone, but doesn't surprise anyone at all. It was cool. It was almost just over 2 hours, I think. It wasn't bad. I do wish.
Yeah, you said it wasn't bad.
No, I wish the girls got I wish they honored the girls a little bit. It looked like one of the girls did win an award, but like they didn't show it. But there was a picture of her holding an award in front of like the FIA step and repeat. But who knows? But yeah, I mean, it's not my favorite thing to watch. I'll be honest, because it's just. I watch it, honestly, the memes that come out of it and the funny moments that come out of it are great.
Well, I feel like, honestly, like, as horrible as this is to say, like, I feel like that's, like, the only reason to watch it is, like, to have the context behind, like the whole MBS thing. You know, like, I didn't watch it. This is a perfect example. I didn't watch it, but I'm on Threads, and all I see is things about touching somebody's hair and, like, messing with somebody's hair. Why does he keep messing with somebody's hair? And I was able to put together a pretty good understanding of like what had happened, and with it being Lando and everything, and I got it. But also it was like, what the fuck is happening? Like I was like, what is everybody talking about?
Second time, like he did it It was weird at the post race, and then to do it again was even weirder. And then Lando cursing, dropping the F-bomb in his speech.
Yes. Yeah.
And MBS being like, I'll let it slide because I messed up your hair. It was funny. McLaren did look like they literally hopped on a plane and went back for their McLaren's Christmas party, and then there were speeches there. I think Zach, based on the clip I've seen of the speech, Zach Brown had to have had a few drinks in him because the things he was saying was hilarious. He was holding a piece of paper, but I don't think everything was written on that piece of paper he said.
No.
My favorite, I could have had a meme if I wanted this. My favorite was what Oscar said Oscar said they were talking about, like, he's like, the season's worn us down, there's been all these things, and he's like, it's worn, like, we're run thin or whatever. He goes, but not as quite as thin as our planks in Las Vegas.
Yes.
I thought was funny.
I kept seeing that clip everywhere.
Yeah, but I saw that and posted that. Zach also said something about, let's be honest, you don't have, like, better places you could be or something, and he's like, you had fucking Alpine. Like, that's how you know he was drunk.
Yeah.
The PR people and media people were probably somewhere like, oh no, because they all knew that clip was going to get posted. And
burying their heads in their hands. Yeah. Like,
it was sick. Also, I need to know if McLaren made them wear those matching velvet suits.
Absolutely.
Like, they were literally, they were matching head to toe.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if they're going to be, because I saw that too, and I was like, wow, they are really kind of like spot on matching. Yeah. And if you're going to your team's Christmas party and you're matching to that degree, you know, I don't think, at least with how new her and Lando are, like, I can't see like Oscar's girlfriend and Lando's girlfriend like being like, you know what would be funny? Like, we should make them match. Yeah. You know, I don't see that happening. I can see it being McLaren's like, here's your suits for the party. You know, it was
probably like, I can't think of who their sponsor are, but they probably have some like partnership with like a suit company. Like, yeah. I just thought it was funny, but yeah, FIA awards, very interesting. I don't even know. Normally they announce where it is next year, and I don't remember where they said. That's what other people were, like, complaining. They're like, why don't they just do this immediately following Abu Dhabi? Because everyone's there. Because, like, none of the F3 champions were there because they were testing in Abu Dhabi for F2. Max was obviously sick. There's a lot of other people that weren't there to collect their trophies. And if you look it up, it literally takes a Google search. If you look it up, it was, like, with the Uzbekistan, like, karting association. That was with, like, who was helping them put on. It's, like, almost, I feel like, a host country for the Olympics. Like, they have their own committee, and that's why it's like that's what they do.
Right.
But yeah. I mean, they always do like cool. Did you watch the F1 opening before they gave the F1 awards yet? Did you go back and watch it?
Oh no, I did not yet.
You have to go back and watch it.
I'll do it when we log off.
Drive to Survive doesn't need to do any editing because that could be the trailer for the season, and they it was so good. But yeah, FIA awards, like we said.
FIA awards. Lando's still champion.
Lando is still champion.
Lando's still champion.
We have some IndyCar news.
We do have some IndyCar news. Yeah, I'm excited about this.
First piece of IndyCar news is Sunoco is back in the IndyCar space with Chip Ganassi and will be the car sponsor for Kiffin Simpson's car. They released the livery. It's beautiful. It's exactly what you would think a Sunoco livery to look like, I feel like. Like, it's not like it's basic, but it's the primary blue with the yellow and Sunoco written on the car. It's clean. I do like it. I like it a lot. And Chip Ganassi has some good, like, iconic looking liveries between Palou, Kiffin Simpson, and...
Yeah. Well, I mean, Palou now is, like, that's just...
Yeah.
It's just iconic. I don't know what the hell just happened there. It's an iconic livery, Palou's. It's beautiful. It is so recognizable on track.
Yeah.
I think to the degree that I think there was one race last year, if you don't remember talking about this with you, that he had a different livery.
Yeah, the red Solo Cup one.
Yes, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Like, who is just driving? And then, like, there was one thing, I think Hinchcliffe was like, oh, there goes Alex Palou by in the red Solo Cup, whatever. And I was like, what? I was like,
yep.
Oh my god! Like, I thought he wasn't racing because I didn't see his livery.
Well, it was like yellow and red is so like.
It's so iconic.
Yeah, it just catches your eye.
Yeah.
But
I think the Sunoco one looks really good.
Yeah, so do I.
I love the mixture of the blue and yellow. I think it's just it's almost it works. That's the best way to put it. It works.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that one on track. And Kiffin Simpson, I feel like it's better and better each season, so I feel like that's a car we could see up on the podium. But yeah, moving on. There's other there's a lot of IndyCar news. IndyCar news, this came from the FIA. They have changed the awarded super license points. The allocation has been different. There's going to be more points given to certain places now to hopefully help to make sure that they can get their super license. So
yes,
I don't think because obviously everyone knows the true story. It's Colton Herta. That's what stopped Colton Herta from going into Formula 2 or Formula 1 before. And that's why he has to go into Formula 2 as someone that's in his mid-20s, because that is considered old for Formula 2.
Yeah, it is very, yeah.
He hasn't had the best places in IndyCar, so it's not helped. So with this new allocation, this article from Motorsport says, with the new allocation, Herta would have had 48 super license points, crossing the eligibility threshold of 40. So if they did this last year, he would probably be able to. He would have been in. Yeah, he would have been in.
But it is upsetting to see because, I would love to see Colton Herta in Formula 1, but I don't doubt that he's not going to make it there. I just would love to have seen it happen this year instead of waiting a little bit longer.
The long-term plan is and I feel like Bottas and Checo both know this, the long-term plan is for Colton Herta to take one of their seats. That's the reason they brought it over. I don't think if Andretti didn't have a hand in Cadillac, it would maybe not, but with Andretti having a hand in Cadillac, Colton Herta is his Andretti's golden boy. So they're gonna try and get him into Formula 1.
No, it's like I said, it's gonna happen. There's no doubt in my mind that it's gonna happen. But yeah, I mean it's like I said, I would have loved to have seen it happen this year instead of next year. But I have the points allocation up if you want me to read it off. On what it was to what it is now. Yeah. So, all right. So this basically same article from Motorsport. This says that the top 10 finishers in the IndyCar Championship will be awarded super license points. However, the allocation will be 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 8, 6, 3, 1. Instead of 40, 30, 20, 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. So there's
that middle.
Yeah, so it's really that 30, 25, 20, 15, 10 section is where it kind of switches. Because now you have 5th place getting 10 points instead of 6 points.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean that makes a difference.
That was a big drop off. It was going down by 10 points. That was a big drop off.
Yeah.
So I feel like making it go dropping off by 5 points makes more sense. But yeah, Colton Herta did have his first test in the F2 car. I think he did pretty well. His dad was there, which his dad I think will still be His dad should still be Kyle Kirkwood's engineer or strategist for IndyCar. So, but yeah, that'll be exciting. Colton Herta's gonna have me waking up extra early if I want to watch F2 because they're so much earlier. But I need to watch Colton Herta. So
I know I want to watch it too. It's gonna be
so bad. I wish F2 would go to other, like their schedule's so like set in stone. Like, they don't really ever change it. And like the girls were announced, and like they're not going to be in Miami this year, but they're going to be at Coda. Like I wish like F2 could come to, especially with Colin. So many people would go if F2 came to the US to watch Colin.
Absolutely.
So you would have such a big IndyCar crowd come to watch Colin Herta, especially if he's doing well early on. You will immediately have someone come over to watch. A lot of people come over. But yeah.
You know what I'm thinking of now? This is kind of off on a tangent, but now I'm thinking of it since we're talking about F2. So F1 TV has a brilliant little dashboard on their homepage that is just the calendar for the day. And if it's got F1 practice, boom, 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 and it pulls up the links and everything. I wonder how Apple's going to do that. I'm curious to see that, although what would be really nice is if they just kind of told, like, if they told you that F2 was on, or F3 was on, or F1 Academy was on.
I think they're still going to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely have to.
If the app on Apple TV is going to look like the app we had, like when we first went on, what was on racing at the moment was like that front.
Right up the front. So I can imagine with like the F1 channel, which is I'm assuming how this is gonna look, like that's where it's gonna live. It'll populate and say
it would have to.
There's an F2 race on right now, or there's an F1 Academy race on right now. You know.
I don't think they're gonna take away
little tangent.
Chances of watching it, but yes, last piece of news. Really last topic that we have to talk about. It's still about IndyCar, but they introduced an independent officiating system. There'll be 3 members of the FIA who will be making up the new independent officiating board for IndyCar. I saw a lot of people saying, thank God, it's about time. But yeah, we'll see. It's also extended into Indy Next, which is like the F2 version of IndyCar.
Right. The first comment down on this Motorsport article is F1 do the same. Now get F1 to do the same.
No, literally. I saw other people saying that too because, like, hello. But I saw someone say that one of the guys being appointed to the board is, like, BFF with MBS. So that's also that's also the interesting that you have it. But yeah, I'm trying to see if we can give any more. No, and more about this. Sorry, I was reading over the article real fast. So it says the managing director will report directly to the independent board with no oversight from IndyCar, Penske Entertainment officials. The individual will be charged with full officiating oversight, which will include the hiring of personnel for race control, IndyCar technical inspection, and responsible for enforcing the IndyCar rulebook in both IndyCar and Indy Next. So
very nice.
It is about time.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Yeah. It's an interesting change. I don't know enough about IndyCar officiating and like the inner works of IndyCar like that to say if it's a good or a bad change. But it's definitely an interesting change. I am very excited to see what happens next year and excited to watch more races and everything next year because of that.
Me too. And it's so 2 of the members were selected and voted chartered by the team owners. So 2 of those were selected by team owners, and there was only 1 appointed by the FIA. So the 2 that were voted by the team owners, the first guy is Ray Evernham. That's how you say he's a long-term motorsport vet who most notably served as the crew chief for 3 of Jeff Gordon's NASCAR Cup Series championships.
Wow. Okay.
He also pioneered Dodge's return to NASCAR as owner of his team, but then later became a TV analyst, producer, and consultant. So pretty decent resume.
Yeah, he's got a good list of credentials there.
The other guy's name is Raj Nair. I'm probably butchering that as well. He's also a 30-year veteran of automotive and auto racing industries. He has vast experience and technological compliance expertise as an executive at Singer Group Incorporated, Multimatic Incorporated, and Ford Motor Company, where he also served as North American's president from 2017 to 2018. So, as Chief Technical Officer and Executive Vice President of Ford's Global Product Development from 2012 to 2017. He was responsible for all Ford motorsport programs, including NASCAR, IMSA, FIA, and WEC. So, also pretty damn good motorsport.
Alrighty then. Yeah.
Yeah. Red Bull's probably like, wait, bring him here.
Hold on.
You said Ford, we need him here. Bring him here. But yeah. That's what motorsport news we have for you today, because that's all we have for you today.
That's it.
Christmas time.
Yes.
We are hopefully going to be recording a fun episode for you guys coming up, so stay tuned for an announcement on that. We hope it can come together nicely.
Yes, we are very excited about that.
Yeah, that'll be very fun. We are not recording next week, though, we said, right?
No, we are, so we are going to take, a week off, just for holidays, you know, and
Christmas time.
Yeah, very, very excited.
As you can see.
Yeah, Casey's train is in the background. But yes, we will have no new episode next week. But like we said, we have a lot of things and a lot of fun stuff in the works. We have 2 episodes coming up that are kind of special and exciting, and we're very happy about them. So we're working on those, and we're very excited. But yeah, like we said, shorter episode today, half an hour, nice and easy. But yeah, I have nothing else.
I don't either.
And I'm good to go.
I don't have anything either. Happy holidays to everyone. Happy Hanukkah. I know that started yesterday.
Oh, yes. Happy Hanukkah, everybody.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy holidays, people. Like I said, we will not be here next week. Well, we'll be here, but we're not recording.
We'll still be online. We'll still be chatting
on
with
social media,
everybody. And hanging out. And
just not recording. Because there will be like 12,000 pieces of F1 news that break this week, and we won't be recording to talk about it. But it's fine. But yes, hope everyone has lovely holidays. Like we said, 2 episodes coming up that are fun. Owen gave all our socials at the beginning of the episode. I'm now clapping.
I put it in your head.
Yeah, like I said, we will see you all in 2 weeks. So, happy holidays, people.
Happy holidays, everybody. See you later. I just clapped again.
Ready? One time all together. 3.
1, 2, 3.
Goodbye.
That was horrible.